Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. This is going to be a quick vlog. No big deal. I got asked a question, and I've answered it before on a vlog before about being a YouTuber. Uh, this is my dog. He will not let me paint or do anything. He just wants to sit on me. So I figured I'll do the vlog now, and then hopefully he'll be tired of me and sit down. His name is Spyro. He's delicious, and he's a Japanese chin, and I have my Japanese chin shirts on. Don't ask. Anyway, um, listen to him moaning. He's probably not in the position he wants to be in. He's very spoiled and very dramatic, like me. Um, so I've been doing this for a few years, and all right, you hear him? Look at that face. I could just hear it and kiss his face. I've been doing this for a few years, and again, I know a lot of you keep asking me to do a video on mental health, on chronic illness, on YouTube, and why I did YouTube, and how you do YouTube, and all those things. And I'm planning on doing that, but I get asked this a lot about the YouTube and how I decided to do it, and people who are scared, and people who feel that they won't have anybody subscribe to them, and all these things. So, um, how do you start? So I've been doing it for a couple years, um, and well, it has to be. Yeah, YouTube itself. Me doing art and YouTube itself, it's been like maybe 3 years, going on 3 years. I've been doing live shows and all for probably 7 years. I had met up with some people, artists as well, creators, and years ago we did tons of live shows, and I'd be invited and doing, my throat hurts so bad, sorry, to do live shows with different people and all, and then I did my own live shows, and you can look for them online. I will just warn you, like I do all the time, the language is not anything that you want to, if you don't like bad language, and believe me, I know some of you don't like it. Sometimes I slip up and I will curse and not even realize it until one of you either email me or write in the comments. But I am not like I used to be. I do try to watch a lot because I know a lot of younger kids watch me, and people watch with their kids and grandkids and whatnot. So I definitely don't want to be disrespectful. Usually you can bet that my vlogs might not be something you want to sit with your children or grandchildren to watch. Although I have cut back a lot, but I mean, it is what it is. But so yeah, so sometimes I'll curse and that kind of thing. But my old live shows, we had a great bunch back then, and we had fun. We had fun. We all had our trucker mouths. We just had a blast, and we bust on each other, and we would do art, and it was just so much fun. And that was quite a few years ago. When my son passed on, I quit doing all that kind of stuff. So, uh, I felt like I got blown up. I felt like everything just was taken from underneath me. And those of you who have lost children know exactly what I mean. And still to this day, honestly, it being 6 years, going on 6 years in December, it hurts worse now. And I could cry at a drop of a hat now. It seems a lot worse than it was when it happened. I don't know. I don't know. I think the missing him is the again, you all who have lost children know, it's the missing of him, his birthdays, our birthdays, the holidays. It gets rough. It's horrible. So sometimes, like, if you guys ask me to talk more about it and all, it depends. I'm gonna be all emotional now. It depends on my state of, you know, my mental illness state. Not my mental illness. I don't have mental illness. My um mental state. I mean, I have anxiety and depression, but that's something different than what my son had. Anyway, rambling. Medication. Um, yeah, so but one day I will. But it did at the time just blow me apart. And I missed doing art. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know how to get back into it. the way I was prior. So even though I would try to do art, I just wasn't in it. So I decided to do design teams. So I tried out for a bunch of design teams and I got them. And I was on design teams for a couple years until my health took a turn and it got a little bit worse and I couldn't do what was required of me. And so I had to step down. And then one day I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a YouTube video, and I had Emily tape me because I didn't have a webcam or anything. Um, or no, I had my webcam, but I couldn't do a live show like you couldn't put it on YouTube like you can now when I was doing it before. So she would tape it and I'd have to upload it. It's a long thing. Anyway, and yeah, so I started the design teams and all, and then I got into doing live shows again, and here I am. Um, I started at 250 subscribers, which at the time I didn't even know why I had them. Now I was doing, like I said, live shows, and sometimes I would upload them onto the YouTube, and it just happened to YouTube was not what it is now. Like there are millions of us on here, so many artists, so many creative people, and it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. But yeah, so that's kind of where I started. And then, like I said, I had about 250 people, and I just started saying, you know what, I'm going to do it for people who are like me and who are disabled. And sometimes I feel like crap and I can't do anything. I can't draw like I used to. Now as the years have went past, I really can't draw like I used to. And some things I can't do like I used to be able to do. And my brain doesn't function the same way, just so much, so much. And, I used to get upset when people would make rude comments to me about how it looks like this, how it looks like that. But you know what? The fact that I do it is what makes me happy and makes me proud, because I'd rather be laying in my bed crying sometimes because I'm so miserable and not feeling well, or come home from the doctor's and it's another shitty doctor's appointment. Um, so, I wanted to put my energy into helping others who might feel like me, who are disabled. And then my YouTube turned into something else. It's all, I do art and I do what I do. I do vlogs. I do tags. I haven't seen too many tags lately. But I do it for everybody who subscribes to me. I can't believe I'm like almost at 18,500 subscribers who on their own decided to sub to me. And it makes me so happy. And it makes me just want to strive for more and do better and do better and do better. So that's kind of the short, I guess, story of it all. But, there are so many YouTubers out there who are artists that I watch that might have 200 subscribers. Some have 6, some have 1,000. Like, I don't look at numbers. I just like to look what people do. If it's somebody that I like a lot, maybe as a person or, their art or what have you, I put on videos a lot and will work doing my own thing here while I watch people's videos. If they're monetized, then that gives them a view. Because believe me, as much as people complain about YouTubers monetizing, we're not making much. We're not making much. And it's a lot of work. Sometimes I love it and I do it every day, but it can be a lot of work. And I don't answer the comments as much as I want to, which I know you guys understand. I'm not, but sometimes it just gets a lot. Plus the emails, it is so lovely and so wonderful to read emails, and I do try to email back everybody, and I do try to do the comments, but like I said before, I have so many videos on here, and people will find a lot of my older videos, leave comments, I try to respond. It can be a bit tedious at times and overwhelming. So don't ever think I'm not reading your comments. I do. I keep saying it, but I would love to sit here and read comments out loud and say, oh, okay, who's always Mary McMillan, Nana number 3. This is what she said, and I'm responding to it, kind of thing. Just to kind of give you guys shout outs and let you know I do read them and I love them and I try to comment when I can. But yeah, so I think that if you want to be a YouTuber, do it. What do you have to lose? It's not an easy process. It's a slow process to get subscribers. The more that you make videos, the more subscribers you get. But you have to do it because you want to do it, not because you want subscribers and money, because you're not going to get all that instant gratification. It's not like, you know, I don't know, drawing a picture and seeing what you did right then and there, and that's instant gratification. You're not getting that. I'm going to tell you right now. And I bet you most of the YouTubers that watch this or whatever will tell you that. You know, you get more gratification from what you do because you love it, not because you have a million subscribers. That's how I feel. Now, maybe if I ever get to a million subscribers, I'll feel differently. But right now, you know, I do say, because I know a couple of you have written to me like, why do you have to say how many, you know, subscriptions you have? Blah, blah, blah. But it's exciting to me because when I see my numbers grow, I'm like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Anyway, I do me. You do you, boo. You do you. If you don't like saying how many subscribers you have, don't. You don't like doing this, don't. You think I'm mentally handicapped and I shouldn't be allowed out of my room to get on YouTube? Okay. It doesn't bother me anymore. There was a time when it did, but it doesn't anymore. I don't care. If one person likes my video and one person leaves me a comment, I'm happy because I reached one person. Imagine if you start your YouTube channel and let's just say you get to 100 subscribers. That's 100 people, 100 people that have chose to subscribe to you and watch you. That's massive. Think about walking into the Walmart or down the street, wherever, and 100 people come around you. That's how many people have chosen to subscribe to you. And that goes for it being 20 people, 25 people, 30 people. It doesn't matter. Think of it that way. I used to think when I was, oh, this is going to be a chatty video, isn't it? I used to think before, after I had my son and I gained quite a bit of weight. Obviously, I started out at 130 and here I am now. I'm not 130, but I used to do like the exercise and try to eat. And I would get so excited when I lost weight because you know how they say like a pound of butter is like you take a pound of butter and that is, so if you lose 5 pounds, you take 5 pounds of butter and that's how much fat you've lost. Do you just know what I'm talking about? And you look at it and you're like, oh my God, that's fantastic. I lost all that fat. To me, I don't know where, I think I lose it in my fingers. I don't know where the heck I lose 5 pounds anyway, but it's a lot to look at. And it's, you know, it's like, wow, it's motivating, right? So, you know, if you start a YouTube video, if you go back to my first videos, I'm sure anybody's first videos, they are not as good as I'm sure that they are now because it does take practice and it does take it does take a bit. You know what I mean? Like to find your niche. And that's all you can do. Don't ever be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid to do it. What are you afraid of? You can't be afraid of negative comments and thumbs down. You just can't because it just doesn't matter. And most of the time, it's just trolls, just stupid people who, you know, do it and, you know, just for the heck of it, just for the sake of it, just to say that they did it because they're stupid. But yeah, I think if you're going to start it, go for it. Go for it. You have nothing to lose. And as always, you know, ask me questions. If there's other YouTubers that you watch, ask them. We have a fantastic art community here on YouTube. It's just fantastic. There are so many of us. And, you know, so if you watch somebody that you love and you want some advice, ask them. That's all. You're not hurting anything. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Trying to think what else. What else? What else? It's like 93 again here today, 100% humidity. Ugh. I did one good thing that's happened this past week, maybe week and a half. I haven't talked to my sister in 2.5 years, and I've missed my nephew. The last time I saw him, he was 1. So he's 3 now. And my sister and I stopped talking, and I missed 2.5 years of his life, my little nephew's life. And my sister contacted Emily, and they were following back and forth on Instagram. My sister lives 10 minutes from me, if that. And then they made plans. Emily hadn't talked to her either. And Emily went down and saw my sister and, you know, Emily's cousin. And then, you know, I went down. So it was so nice just to reconnect and to see my nephew. That's the main thing. Like I've been begging to see my nephew for the last 2.5 years. And with miscommunication and, all that crap, how things get misconstrued and, she said this, that said that, whatever. I could go into a few things, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave it in the past. But um it was just wonderful to see him. So I'm going down to see him. We're gonna go down and have dinner down there tonight, but it's so hot and humid. I don't like leaving my house when it's like this. I used to be such a sun bather. Like, I would just go out and slather on that olive oil, baby oil, and sit out in the sun. Loved it. Now, I go out, if I start getting uncomfortable and feeling icky, because when you have fibro, if you have fibro, you know that feeling. And sometimes when you go out and the sun baking on you, and if you get a little burned, it's hell. Hell. So, I haven't been out much, as you could tell, as I have my very blah complexion. But I don't know. I want to. I keep saying, oh, there's a little bit left of summer. Let me just, because I get tan so fast, but I just don't know. I don't look forward to going out in the sun. But yeah, the YouTuber thing I wanted to talk about. I do have some videos. A lot of you have asked me, because I've had videos in the, like that I filmed ahead of time, and I've been putting a couple of them out. So some were like backlogged, I guess. I tried to do that because when I'm not feeling well and that kind of thing, I can still put up a video. Sometimes I don't put up any videos. It depends on what's going on. Look at that hair. My hair's still the same hair. Haven't decided what to do with that yet. You can tell I'm very on top of things. Am I not? Yeah, but that's pretty much it. You guys just make, like I say, my heart smile. It is just a wonderful, wonderful thing to have so many people, so many wonderful people who, want to watch me, who leave comments, who write me, and who are just so lovely. So I just want to thank you guys very, very much. I will be doing more videos. I know the chronic illness is a big one. I know my son is a big one. And weight is another big one, which those are 3 videos on their own because they're too much to squish into a vlog that's already 17 minutes of bleh, nothing really exciting. But that's it. That's it. I will have a couple giveaways coming up soon. Probably another giveaway next week. So I'm very excited. And then I have my small giveaway. So that's very exciting. And that's it. But as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much. And I just can't even express how much I love you guys. So I will see you guys in my next video. And maybe I'll do another vlog soon. Sooner than later, I guess. Depends on how I feel. But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Say goodbye. You don't care.